I think it's just about consistency and finding finding ways to turn around bad shifts, and then finding ways when you have momentum and you're having a string of good shifts together to keep those shifts going. Whether that's changing in the offensive zone to keep it fresh, or not turning the puck over, whether it's a shot with no screen, or just throwing it away, trying to do too much. I think it's just about finding consistency and trying to build momentum and break theirs.
Now, you've kind of, the last couple of days, been back and forth between here and Chicago, but you've been playing the majority of the year up in Chicago, and you come back here to get back on the ice, get some ice time that maybe you haven't seen in a little bit. What's it for you as, like, what's your personal goal while you're here to get the work in?
Well, I think first and foremost, obviously, I want to help the team any way I can. I've talked to Kinger and Anders, different situations they want to use me and stuff, and I mean, I want to help. I want to help the team get wins, and I feel like I'm very much a part of this team still. So that's the first thing. And the second thing, on a more of a personal level, I guess, I want to make sure I'm moving my feet, make sure I'm making good passes, defending hard, and everything kind of with your skating, whether it's defending to close off guys and killing plays, or in transition offensively, or just really get my feet moving and kind of get my jump back in my step.
What's the season been like for you? I mean, you started the year here, and then got called up to Chicago, injuries and whatnot. With the Blackhawks have kind of given you a little bit more of an opportunity to play with a big club. What's it been like to get that experience and take what you've learned up there to come back here for a little bit?
It's been a crazy year. I've been back and forth, and I don't know how much I really expected any of this coming into the season, but I thought I had a pretty good summer, worked on some things and improved in some areas of my game. And then, opportunity arises. It's unfortunate that it happens off of injuries, because those guys that have been injured are, great guys and great players. So it's tough to see it come that way, but, you always want to be working hard, whether it's in the summer or playing here. You want to be working hard to give yourself a chance to be successful up there. So I've just tried to kind of focus on being in the present, being in the moment, and whether it's July in Buffalo and I'm working hard in the summer, or in training camp there, or playing games here, or playing there, I'm just trying to be in the moment and take it one day at a time.
You're still a young guy in your career, but you come back here where there's a lot of rookies getting a lot of significant ice time. What do you look to them? What maybe you can pass on to them at this point of the season, where it's kind of a long stretch through the middle of the winter and games kind of maybe drag on a little bit?
Yeah, I think it's one thing that I went through last year. We had some good veteran leadership last year that helped me through the dog days, I guess you could say, of the season, when it's kind of getting into that grind part. So just try to help them, not overload them with information, but be an ear to listen if they have any questions or concerns or anything like that, or they need advice, and then just tell them to stick with it, keep getting better each day, and keep working each day, and eventually those days kind of build up, and at the end of the season you're a much better player than you were when you started.
Next couple of games are all within the area. I know you guys go to Milwaukee next, but after that, I think it's like 7 home games in a row. For you, for the rest of the team, what does it mean to have those games close and not really have to do a whole lot of traveling as you're getting into the start of the playoff push?
Well, I think it's double-edged sword, so it's good travel and it's easy that way, but they're really important games because it's against divisional opponents. So you really got to take care of business, and that starts this weekend. And we got to have a strong effort and find a way to put some pucks in some nets that get us going.